Alright, so we're here with another video. And in this video I got a Samsung side-by-side refrigerator. Everything works on this refrigerator. It runs. It's got all the shelves, all the drawers. Fans in the freezer work. Fans in the refrigerator here work. Everything works real good. The guy that I got this refrigerator from said that it had a cooling problem, that it stopped cooling. He said he had it for about a couple years. In just a minute here, I'm gonna slide this thing out and I'm gonna show you the issue with this refrigerator here is, and in more of my videos later on to come, I'll show you. A lot of times these people own these appliance stores or these used appliance shops, they'll get these refrigerators that won't cool because they either had a leak in the system, it was just low on Freon or something. So in this case, with this refrigerator right here, let me show you what's going on in this bad boy. A lot of the times when I have a refrigerator like this, and I'm gonna put a valve on it, and I'm gonna put Freon in it, I'll let the air out of it. They sell these little, they're made by Supco, these little piercing valves. It's called a bullet piercing valve. And you put them on the pressure line right here. And I always leave mine at about 25 and 8. Right now you can see it's still at 12, okay? Now I don't know, the person that ended up even selling this refrigerator might be watching this video. Hey, who knows? This right here, this is wrong, okay? You do not put 37 pounds of pressure in these compressors, okay? I'm surprised this thing didn't blow up. All right, I'm gonna show you right here. Whenever I took the back off this refrigerator right here, took these bolts off, boom, 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 Phillips head. The valve was closed. If you watch my videos later on, you'll see that. I'll show you how to open and close it. This one's a little different. Mine usually with an Allen wrench. This one's got a star wrench. When I took the back off this thing, legit, the guy, female, whoever it was that worked on this refrigerator before I got it, back in 2019 here, legit left a piece in there. So I got it open right now. I'm gonna show you. We'll back off of this. You can hear the air coming out. I want to drop this thing back down to at least, honestly, I don't want no pressure in it. And I'm going to fill it back up. You can still hear this thing let air out. We're going to see what the pressure is at. Now, I'm serious, man. This thing was at 40 pounds of pressure when I started doing this. All right, so I'm gonna let this out a little bit again. I'm just gonna keep letting some of that air out. You do not want that much pressure. I'm surprised this thing even still runs, okay, but it's running. We're gonna do this, all right? We're gonna get it done. You can hear it's getting slighter and slighter. And the compressor, man, by the end of this video, I want you to go back to see the first little bit of the beginning of the video here. I want you to listen to the difference in this compressor also. When that thing was running super loud in the beginning, you can barely hear it now. All right, so we're gonna walk around this thing here. Check to see how much pressure we're at. Barely hear any air coming out. I usually let all the air out. You're gonna put air back in it when you put the Freon in it. All right, let me grab my can real quick. All right, so we're back. Got our fridge hooked up. I'm gonna do it slowly in intervals until I get it right out where I said I was gonna get it at, about between 5 and 8 pounds of pressure. Whenever I got this thing, it was up here. I mean, about 40 pounds of pressure, and that is way too much. All right, we're gonna drop off of it. We'll let it circulate up through there for a minute. It'll fluctuate back and forth, and we'll let it run for a second. We'll come back to it in just a second. All right, so we're back. I waited a couple minutes. I like to give it time in between each one. You can see now it's dropped to only about probably 4 pounds of pressure. So we're gonna pump a little bit of this back through. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let it run again for just a couple minutes. See where we're sitting at. Alright, so I'm gonna walk around in front of this real quick one more time before we wrap up this video here. I want you guys to listen to the difference. The sound of this compressor. You can barely hear it running now. You can hear that thing wide open at first. Alright. All I'm doing right there when I'm taking that thing off. Alright, so just like in any of my other videos, I'm going to show you how to close this one up. This one's going to be different than the other valves that I've gotten. Just like I said, this one still had the store wrench sitting in it. There it is. Find that thing. This one's a little different. Like you can see, they didn't even give themselves no room to work with this thing. Because I've got to take a pair of pliers to close this valve. And normally, you just use your little Allen tool like that. And you make sure you got room to work. In my next videos, I'll show you me putting one of these things on one of these compressors here. I always make sure I got room to work, because this right here, there is not much room to work with right here. Alright, that's snug right there. Alright, so when you got this thing how you want it, let me find it real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, see all these valves come with a little cover. Let me show you real quick. It's got a rubber seal in there. A lot of times I'll get these refrigerators, man, they won't even put this thing right here on it. This thing helps. It's another way to make sure you're not leaking Freon. Alright, so once you got the back on, the valve shut, you got this part right here tightened up, nice and stowed, and you're ready to go, and you got everything situated here. What we're going to do, you grab the back on these Samsung models here. One down there in that back corner right there. One right here close to the metal, and there's one on this end. There's 3 little slides that slides in place, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. I was missing a couple, so I had to grab a couple extra. All right, so once you got those on, you're ready to go. I'm gonna put this kick plate on the bottom of the front here, and I'll come back just a little.